All right, Shalom. Shalom, Shalom. This is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania, coming with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, of whom I've grown in this truth under. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, and that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Yakwath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations, but your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. I want to say peace and blessings to you all, Barakatham. Salaki. So, yeah, I was just doing some meditating, you know what I'm saying? And, just looking at the state of Esau's kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? 250 years. Right? 250 years. And what do you have to show for this? 250 years. This is Baruch. All right, the book of Baruch, chapter 4, start at verse 30. It says, "Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort thee. Miserable are they that afflicted thee, and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin, and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation." See what I'm saying? 250 years of rulership. And what do you have to show for any of this? Here it is at the end of your kingdom, on the 250th year of your rulership. All right, you're trying to erase the things that you've done, man. After 250 years, you're still stuck with the same stain. All right, that you've immersed yourself in. You've immersed yourself in this pool of blood. You know what I'm saying? And you can never wash it off. You just can't wash it off, man. You see what I'm saying? You can't alleviate this thing. You can't fix this problem. All right. The victims that you've abused all these hundreds of years are still here. Still here. And in this last ditch effort, you're gonna try and eradicate Jacob once and for all. You see what I'm saying? But it's not possible, man. All right, after 250 years, what do you have to show for any of this? All this respect that you built for yourselves throughout the years all around the world. Okay? And here it is, you're losing all your reputation that you built in the flash. As Yahushua said, I beheld Satan fall from heaven like lightning. Y'all are falling out of your rulership in no time flat. And the only thing that you Edomites can do is point fingers. That's all you can do. I really sat here and I was thinking to myself, yo, all these people, all these jokers are going back and forth to work like nothing's happening. They're paying they're paying their taxes. All right. They're continuing in the same loop, the same cycle. The only difference is now they know that they're ruled over by satanic freaks who do the most vile and despicable things to the most vulnerable of society. You see what I'm saying? These elites are telling them to their faces that they're scum, that they're goyim, that they're nothing. 250 years, and the only thing that they've proven is that they're a bunch of cowards. 250 years, man. And it's come right back around full circle to where you are about to be subjected to the most cruelest and harshest dictatorship in the history of mankind. The very thing that your so-called founding fathers, all right, was going up against. The very thing that you said you stood for is being destroyed right in front of your faces, man. All these curses are falling upon you. You see what I'm saying? Because you've done Esau, Slocky, you've done Israel dirty, man. Slip of the tongue, but you've done Israel dirty, man. Let's go to Psalms chapter 137. This is Psalms chapter 137, verse 1. It says, "By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yeah, we wept when we remembered Zion. We hanged our harps upon the willows in the midst thereof. For there they carried us away captive. For there they that carried us away captive required of us a song, and they that wasted us required of us mirth, saying, Sing us one of the songs of Zion. How shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget, Slakia. Slakia for that. Again, it says, how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land? If I forget thee, O Jerusalem, let my right hand forget her cunning. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth. If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy. Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. You see what I'm saying? After 250 years, y'all still can't fix this problem. Y'all still can't hide yourselves from the judgment that's coming to you. You still can't do it. You see what I'm saying? You jokers still can't wash off this blood. And you know it's coming. This is why you jokers are lashing out the way that you are, man. This is why y'all crashing out. This is why y'all are saying the hard R, you know what I'm saying, with your chest out, all right? It's because you know what's coming for you. You know what is coming for you. You got these, it's 250 years, man. What do you have to show for it? Your women still want Jacob. And now they want them even more after finding out how much of a low life you jokers are, man. What do you have to show for all this? Nothing. Let's go to Ezekiel. It's Ezekiel chapter 35. Verse 5, it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. It's coming for you, man, and you all know it is. You all know it is. You see what you see. And you got these Edomite women who's out here saying that you know, all these things that you devils are confessing into her DMs about how low self-esteem you have, how little self-esteem you have, because you can't help but look at Jake, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indian men. You can't help but look at us with disdain, because you know deep down, man, that you are inferior. You can pull out all the statistics that you think you got. You can say that our cranial size is nowhere near as close as so-called white men. You can claim that all you want to, man. But you know deep down, man, if we were truly on a level playing field, you would lose horribly, miserably. Scriptures clearly tell you that one shall be stronger than the other, man. Esau was the eldest brother. Jacob was the younger brother. Let's go to Genesis chapter 25. This is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 22. It says, and the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And Yahweh said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. And the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. So clearly the world is looking at the one brother who is stronger than the other brother. You see what I'm saying? Because the only thing that made y'all, all right, the peak and the pinnacle of power was through the very blessing that that Isaac gave Esau, which was the power of the sword. The power of the sword is all you got. And it's not a blessing that is meant to bring life. It's to do the opposite. And the world has watched as you have done nothing but bring chaos and destruction. You see what I'm saying? 250 years of this. And now the world is looking at you like, nigga, stop. Nigga, stop. You doing too fucking much. Everybody's calling you out for your madness. Everyone sees what y'all did over in Gaza. Everyone is looking at what you've done, all right, by sending the jackals, by sending the economic hitmen, by sending the military. Everyone has seen it. You see? And all these nations are regretting that they stood shoulder to shoulder with you. They're regretting it now. This is Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 4 says, "Thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon, and say, How hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city ceased. The Lord Yahweh hath broken the staff of the wicked, and the scepter of the rulers. He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke, he that ruled the nations in anger, is persecuted, and none hindereth." You see what I'm saying? The whole world is looking at this, man. The whole earth is at rest and it's quiet. They break forth into singing, and they're about to start singing once y'all are brought in the chains, man. They're gonna sing. They're gonna rejoice. You see what I'm saying? You were that nation that smote all the people around the world in wrath with a continual stroke. You're the one. You did it. You see what I'm saying? Now the world is seeing just how you crackers get down, man. The world is watching exactly how y'all get down behind closed doors. How y'all abuse children, how y'all abuse animals, dogs, with your nasty ass. The world is watching it, man. And they're seeing how sexually disturbed you all are. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are going down in numbers because y'all ain't breeding, because y'all not having children. Because you're not dealing with the women, you dealing with little ones. You dealing with animals, man. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright, man. That's you. 250 years of being established just to be brought down like this. Again, miserable are they that afflicted thee. Baruch chapter 4 verse 31, miserable are they that afflicted thee and rejoiced at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children served. Miserable is she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad at thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. And it's coming. It's coming, man. When you got these jokers like Chud the Builder, you know what I'm saying? This is a result, man. A result of them lashing out because of fear. Not out of a sense of superiority. It's because they're afraid. It's because they're afraid. You see what I'm saying? And they know what's coming. They see the prophets. They see the prophets. This is why you see jokers like Rich Tidwell, who's sitting here trying to say that the Europeans are Israelites. This is why. This is why you've seen it. Because they are afraid. And they know what the men of the Lord out there on the street corners, what we prophesy, what we're speaking, they know that it's true. They know that it's true, man. And they have to constantly fight it because their own history is staring them in the face, man. This is why they're getting rid of all these statues. This is why they're getting rid of all all the plaques and the monuments and all the things that documented what they did. This is why they want us to stop talking about Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is why they want us to stop talking about Rosewood. This is why they want us to stop. They want us to stop talking about reparations and this and that and yada yada yada. You know what I'm saying? What these 2/3 keep begging for, man. You see what I'm saying? They want y'all to stop talking about all that because it keeps reminding them. It keeps reminding them of a history that they can't escape from. You see what I'm saying? Let me get this real quick. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 41 and verse 7. The children will complain of an ungodly father. All right, the children will complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. Huh? And that's where we at, man. That's where we at. Jumping up, verse 6, it says, the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. Okay? A perpetual reproach, man. And now they're really seeing, okay, the trap that their forefathers had put them in. Okay? And the men of the Lord are letting them know that they themselves are their forefathers coming back in reincarnation. So they have to face this. All of these things that you're seeing these jokers doing, it's all stemming from fear. Because out of 250 years, they have nothing to show for it, man. So I'm going to cut that there. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Ruchak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.